If you believe that a change is needed in your life, it is likely that it truly is. Change does not occur by chance. Rather, it results from intentional decisions made on a daily basis. The key distinction between remaining stagnant and advancing often lies in recognizing what is hindering you and determining what steps must be taken next. Success is not solely reserved for the fortunate. It is achieved by those committed to doing the inner work necessary for growth. The quicker you align your actions with the life you desire, the sooner that life will become your reality. Transformation is not some esoteric concept. It is a conscious decision. In the next few moments, you will discover the inner changes that differentiate those who seek validation from those who confidently pursue their own path to success. To navigate the unpredictable seas of life effectively, it is essential to start with a clear definition of your purpose. Just as a sailor requires a compass to find their way, every individual needs a well-defined goal to provide meaning, direction, and coherence to their life. Without such a purpose, even the most determined efforts can feel scattered and ultimately unfulfilling. Your purpose goes beyond just a passing interest or a fleeting passion. It serves as the guiding light that illuminates your path, directing your actions, influencing your decisions, and shaping your character. It is the driving force behind your persistence, courage, and growth. When you understand the reasons behind your actions, figuring out the how becomes significantly easier. Even during moments of darkness or adversity, a resolute sense of purpose can act as a beacon, keeping you focused on moving forward. Consider the story of Thomas Edison. The creation of the electric light bulb was no mere accident or stroke of luck. It was the manifestation of a clear, burning desire to light up the world. Edison did not see his numerous failures as setbacks. Instead, he regarded them as essential steps on his journey toward his goal. His vivid sense of purpose became his unwavering source of motivation, enabling him to remain resilient, focused, and inspired through countless trials. When your purpose is both vivid and deeply ingrained, life's challenges begin to take on a different character. Obstacles no longer appear as insurmountable roadblocks. They transform into opportunities for growth. Each setback offers a lesson, each hardship strengthens your resolve, and each failure redirects your path instead of being viewed as a defeat. Purpose provides clarity amid confusion and instills strength where fear may reside. It shapes your thoughts, hones your focus, and fortifies your determination. Without a clear purpose, life can easily feel like a series of disconnected events, leading one to drift aimlessly, influenced by others' opinions or immediate distractions, much like a ship lost at sea without a compass. Although it may still be in motion, it lacks meaningful direction or a defined destination. This aimless movement, no matter how effortful, often leads to unfulfilling outcomes. Conversely, a life directed by purpose is characterized by focus, passion, and vitality. Each day becomes an opportunity to progress toward a meaningful destiny. The energy you invest in your work, relationships, and personal growth is amplified by your dedication to your purpose. Even the smallest of actions accrue significance when they align with your deeper aspirations. Thus, it becomes crucial to identify your definitive purpose, an overarching principle or vision that resonates with your innermost self. This is not something you inadvertently stumble upon. It is a goal pursued with heartfelt intention and contemplation. Once you identify your purpose, it should be firmly etched into your mind. Allow it to become an integral part of your identity, guiding your choices, shaping your habits, and fueling your persistence. In doing so, every step you take will draw you closer to your destiny. Fulfillment will not solely stem from reaching a lofty destination, but also from embracing the journey itself, one that glows with clarity, resilience, and purpose. Ultimately, it is not the winds that dictate your course. It is the positioning of your sail, and your purpose serves as that sail. Define it, embrace it, and embody it. Next, cultivate unwavering self-belief. Belief is the invisible bridge connecting the realm of dreams to the tangible world. It is the internal force that transforms aspirations into plans, and those plans into accomplishments. Without a steadfast belief in your own potential, Even the simplest of goals may seem unattainable. The challenge is not necessarily the magnitude of the obstacles faced, but often the lack of belief that one has the ability to overcome them. Countless stories throughout history recount individuals who triumphed over adversity to achieve greatness. At the heart of each of these narratives lies a powerful truth. They believed in themselves when no one else would. Take Helen Keller, for example. After losing both her sight and hearing due to illness in her early years, she chose not to succumb to despair or accept a life of limitations. Instead, she believed she could learn, grow, and make a meaningful contribution to the world. Through sheer determination, relentless effort, and the support of her devoted teacher, Anne Sullivan, Keller became a celebrated author, activist, and symbol of human potential. Her life exemplifies the transformative power of belief. While it did not restore her sight or hearing, it enabled her to perceive possibilities and heed the call of a higher purpose beyond her circumstances. The same power resides in each of us. Every individual harbors untapped potential, skills, strengths, and talents waiting to be unleashed. However, that potential remains dormant until it is kindled by belief. You must first convince yourself that you can achieve something before you ever will. This belief becomes the revenue stream from which your actions are funded. It inspires you to attempt new things, to persist, and to learn. When doubt takes root in your mind, it erodes your determination and blurs your insight. Doubt will whisper that you are not good enough, not smart enough, or not capable enough. But belief silences that inner critic, reassuring you that you possess all that you need to begin and that growth will follow. Each time you act despite uncertainty, and every small victory you achieve further solidifies your belief in yourself, creating a virtuous cycle. Belief fuels action, which in turn leads to success. And success strengthens belief. As your belief deepens, so too does the boldness of your actions, and the greater your achievements become. Yet, belief is not a one-time decision. It requires daily commitment. It is the choice to affirm your potential, especially during challenging times. It is a reminder of your past triumphs and of others who have demonstrated resilience before you. Surround yourself with uplifting thoughts, individuals, and environments that bolster your belief instead of diminishing it. Protect your belief as you would nurture a fragile flame in a gusty wind. Refrain from entertaining doubts that serve no constructive purpose, and instead, cultivate a mindset rooted in faith, resilience, and vision. Visualize your goals, affirm your strengths, and take consistent steps forward. Let your belief become so embedded in your identity that it informs how you think, speak, and act. Ultimately, the distance between your current state and where you wish to be is traversed not by luck or happenstance, but by belief. It is the most vital ingredient in every success story. The spark that turns dreams into plans and those plans into reality. Unwaveringly believe in yourself, for with belief, you have already traveled half the distance. Furthermore, establish specific goals and take decisive action. Goals are what give form and structure to your purpose. While purpose is the profound reason that fuels your journey, goals are the benchmarks that signify your progress. Without goals, one's purpose remains abstract and intangible. A meaningful life requires more than mere desire or vision. It necessitates direction, discipline, and clarity. To fully tap into the power of purpose, you must establish clear, measurable, and actionable goals. Consider the image of an archer drawing his bow. If he lacks knowledge of where the target lies, every arrow he releases becomes aimless. His strength, skill, and potential remain unfulfilled due to a lack of focus. Similarly, in life, vague ambitions yield vague results. You cannot attain what you cannot clearly define. Andrew Carnegie, born into poverty in Scotland, rose to become one of the most prominent and wealthy industrialists in American history. Carnegie did not stumble upon success. He envisioned it clearly and specifically. He understood what he wanted: to dominate the steel industry and to build a lasting legacy. Every decision he made and every opportunity he pursued was a reflection of his specific goals. While his journey was fraught with challenges, it was undeniably clear. With purpose serving as his compass and goals as his roadmap, he transformed not only his own life, but also the fabric of an entire nation. Carnegie's story reveals that greatness is not the product of luck. It is cultivated through deliberate and strategic goal setting. If you aim to create something significant, you must begin by writing down your goals. There is unique power in taking thoughts from your mind and committing them to paper. It serves as a declaration of intent and a contract with yourself. However, do not limit yourself to merely listing your goals. Deconstruct them into manageable, actionable steps. A grand vision can become overwhelming if not organized appropriately. Yet, when divided into smaller milestones, it evolves into something achievable, akin to scaling a mountain. Every step you take brings you closer to the summit. Even if the peak seems distant at first, every small step taken is progress. There is no action too trivial if it leads you closer to your objective. Progress fuels motivation, creating momentum. As you accomplish one step, you gain the confidence to tackle the next. Before long, what once appeared impossible becomes an eventual reality. Act decisively. Avoid the pitfall of endless planning without execution. Goals are rendered meaningless if they are not actively pursued. Fear, procrastination, and doubt serve as obstacles to progress. The remedy is action. Take that first step, regardless of how small, and commit to being consistent. Perfection is unnecessary. Persistence is key. Moreover, regularly assess and refine your goals. Life is dynamic, and your path may require adjustments. Remain adaptable while never losing sight of your destination. Allow your goals to evolve concurrently with your growth, becoming increasingly refined as your purpose deepens. Ultimately, success is not a singular leap, but rather a series of precisely aimed steps. Goals shape your purpose, transforming dreams into tasks and tasks into achievements. The world does not reward vague wishes, but it does reward clear intentions that are pursued with courage and commitment. Therefore, write down your goals. Make them specific. Break them into actionable steps. Act boldly, and above all, maintain consistency. For with each stride you take, you are not only progressing, but also laying the foundation for a legacy of purpose, precision, and advancement. Next, cultivate unshakable resilience. Life is an unpredictable journey filled with challenges, trials, and setbacks. Regardless of how carefully you plan or how noble your intentions might be, difficulties will arise in various forms: failure, rejection, loss, or unexpected obstacles. It is important to understand that it is not the existence of hardship that defines a person. Rather, it is their response to it that matters most. That response is shaped by a powerful trait known as resilience. Resilience is the quiet strength that enables you to rise after every fall. It is the inner resolve that propels you to keep moving forward, even when the path ahead appears unclear, or the weight you bear seems unbearable. Those who ultimately succeed in life are not necessarily the ones who never stumble, but rather those who rise repeatedly with renewed determination. Abraham Lincoln's journey was anything but straightforward. He faced numerous failures in business, lost several elections, and experienced personal tragedies that could have broken a lesser individual. Yet, through every setback, he refused to give in. He viewed failure not as an endpoint, but as a stepping stone toward a higher purpose. Lincoln eventually ascended to the role of the 16th President of the United States, and his leadership during one of the nation's darkest times serves as a testament to the strength of a resilient character. His life exemplifies that failure is not fatal, and perseverance can lead to remarkable achievements. To foster resilience, you must first reframe your perception of setbacks. Rather than viewing them as indicators of inadequacy or reasons to surrender, regard them as lessons. Each failure carries a valuable message, an opportunity for growth and adaptation. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I utilize this to improve? The answers to these inquiries will transform adversities into valuable tools for personal development. Another crucial aspect of resilience is cultivating an optimistic perspective. This does not mean ignoring reality or pretending that everything is fine when it is not. Instead, it entails choosing to believe in a brighter tomorrow, even when today feels overwhelming. Optimism provides the emotional fuel needed to keep pushing forward. It shifts your focus from the various things that have gone awry to the plethora of possibilities that remain open to you. Surround yourself with positive influences, whether uplifting books, supportive friends, or inspiring mentors. Your environment plays a key role in shaping your mindset. Choose to fill your mind with visions of strength and hope rather than fear and self-doubt. Develop habits that foster resilience, be it journaling, physical exercise, or simply setting aside time to reflect and recalibrate. Most importantly, bear in mind that resilience is not about being unbreakable. It's about possessing the willingness to bend without breaking, recognizing pain without being consumed by it, and continuing to move forward even when progress is gradual. Resilience functions as a muscle that strengthens with each use. Your true strength is not measured by how frequently you stumble, but by how courageously you rise each time. Each instance of getting back up builds character. Every challenge faced enhances your confidence. With every obstacle you conquer, you become increasingly prepared for the next. In the intricate tapestry of life, setbacks are not blemishes to conceal, but threads that add depth and beauty to your story. Embrace them, learn from them, and let them shape you into an individual who is wiser, braver, and more determined. At the end of the day, life does not reward those who never fall. It rewards those who continuously rise, imbibing both the heart of a warrior and the spirit of a dreamer. This is the essence of resilience, and it is a power that resides within you. The thoughts you harbor wield significant influence. They are the silent architects of your life, shaping your perceptions, attitudes, and ultimately, your outcomes. Whether you rise or fall, succeed or falter, is often determined not by external circumstances, but by the internal dialogue that plays out in your mind. A positive mindset acts as a powerful magnet, drawing opportunities, relationships, and solutions to you. In contrast, negative thinking clouds one's judgment, drains energy, and fosters despair. The notion that thoughts can influence reality is not particularly new, but Norman Vincent Peale brought it prominently into public awareness. He inspired countless individuals to embrace optimism and self-belief. Peale taught that by reshaping one's thoughts, one could also reshape their life. His philosophy, simple yet profound, encouraged individuals to fill their minds with positive thoughts, asserting that their lives would follow that positive direction. Through his work, Peale assisted innumerable individuals in liberating themselves from self-imposed limitations, utilizing the power of belief and constructive thinking to transform their lives. Consider your mind as fertile soil. The seeds you plant, be they fear or hope, doubt or confidence, will flourish. If you continuously nourish your mind with negativity, self-doubt, and pessimism, that will become your reality. Conversely, if you cultivate seeds of positivity and nurture them daily with affirmations, determination, and self-belief, the results will manifest as success in your life. Positive thinking does not equate to ignoring reality or denying problems exist. Rather, it is about choosing to focus on solutions over issues, on possibilities instead of limitations. When you approach challenges with a constructive attitude, you are more likely to discover creative solutions and maintain the resilience needed to persist. Your mental attitude becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you believe good things are obtainable and that you are capable of achieving them, your actions will align accordingly. You will take initiative, confront fear, and rebound from failure. Conversely, if you linger in negativity, you become hesitant, risk-averse, and more susceptible to surrender at the first sign of adversity. Maintaining a positive mindset demands consistent effort. Start by becoming aware of your thoughts. Identify the inner voice that speaks to you throughout the day. Is it uplifting or demeaning? Hopeful or fearful? Replace negative self-talk with empowering affirmations. Converse with yourself as kindly as you would with a dear friend facing a challenge. Surround yourself with positive influences. Spend time with optimistic individuals and limit exposure to toxic or discouraging environments. Cultivate gratitude daily. It shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is plentiful. Gratitude acts as a gateway to positivity. Visualization is another potent tool. Envision your goals in your mind as already accomplished. Feel the joy, success, and satisfaction as if they are already yours. This mental rehearsal primes your mind and body to act in accordance with that vision. By maintaining a constructive and positive mental attitude, you will find that life starts to transform in surprising and meaningful ways. Opportunities will emerge where you once perceived obstacles. People will be attracted to your energy, and challenges will no longer intimidate you. In the grand scheme of things, your mindset serves as the foundation of your success. Without a positive attitude, no amount of talent or skill can compensate for it. Yet with a positive outlook, even the most ordinary individuals can achieve extraordinary outcomes. Therefore, sow seeds of positivity in your mind. Nurture them with determination, feed them with faith, and protect them from the weeds of doubt. In due course, they will yield a harvest of joy, fulfillment, and enduring success. Surrounding yourself with supportive individuals is crucial. The path to success is significantly impacted by those you choose to associate with. Just as plants flourish in fertile soil, so too do dreams in a nurturing environment. The thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes of those around you can either propel you toward your goals or hold you back. Hence, selecting your circle with intention is one of the most important decisions you will ever make. You are not isolated. Each conversation, interaction, and shared experience subtly molds your mindset and direction. If you regularly associate with uplifting individuals who challenge you and believe in your potential, your journey becomes clearer and more empowered. Conversely, if you are surrounded by negativity and complacency, maintaining the energy and belief necessary for pursuing your ambitions becomes far more difficult. Eleanor Roosevelt consciously aligned herself with thinkers, visionaries, and reformers throughout her life. These associations profoundly influenced her worldview and propelled her humanitarian work. Instead of isolating herself in comfort or status, she actively sought discussions that stretched her thinking and resonated with her values. Her robust network not only supported her, but also inspired her to become a catalyst for change. Her legacy flourished not in solitude, but within the fertile ground of empowering relationships. In your own life, actively seek out individuals who uplift your aspirations. They do not need to be flawless or conventionally successful. What matters is their mindset, their capacity to perceive possibilities, support growth, and inspire you to become better. Surround yourself with those who discuss ideas, share dreams, strive to learn, grow, and evolve. These people are the companions of success. Recognize that relationships can either energize or deplete you. Pay attention to how you feel after spending time with someone. Do you feel inspired, energized, and motivated? Or do you leave feeling discouraged, anxious, and worn out? This emotional feedback serves as your internal compass, guiding you toward or away from particular individuals. It is essential to understand that distancing yourself from negativity is not an act of arrogance or cruelty, but a form of self-preservation and respect for your future. People who consistently doubt you, belittle your ambitions, or perpetuate pessimism are not harmless. Their words and energy can plant seeds of self-doubt and hesitation that may quietly undermine your progress. Foster an environment that bolsters growth and prosperity. This doesn't mean merely surrounding yourself with successful individuals, but rather with those committed to development. People who are passionate about their pursuits, who embrace challenges, and who actively support others cultivate a culture of excellence. Additionally, be the kind of person others want to be around. Extend support, encouragement, and inspiration. Build others' dreams, and you will find your own dreams being nurtured in return. Seek mentors who have traveled the path you wish to follow. Their experience can help you avoid common pitfalls and expedite your learning curve. Simultaneously, cultivate friendships with peers equally committed to personal and professional growth. Such mutual support systems can become invaluable assets. In conclusion, success is rarely a solo endeavor. The greatest journeys are undertaken in the company of worthy companions. Choose your allies wisely, investing in relationships that nourish your mind and spirit, while courageously stepping away from those that poison your well-being. Your environment is not merely a backdrop to your story. It is the ecosystem in which your success flourishes. Always remember that you rise by lifting others and grow by associating with those who elevate you. Protect and invest in your circle, and together, you will soar towards success. Embrace the philosophy of continuous learning. Life is an unending teacher, and you must remain a perpetual student. The pursuit of knowledge does not conclude with a diploma or a degree. It surpasses the confines of classrooms or textbooks. True education represents a lifelong journey of uncovering wisdom, curiosity, and personal advancement. The most successful individuals in history were not necessarily those with extensive formal education, but those who never ceased learning. Benjamin Franklin, a celebrated figure, exemplified the philosophy of lifelong learning despite limited formal education. He emerged as an inventor, statesman, writer, and philosopher, making significant contributions from establishing libraries to experimenting with electricity. What drove this extensive array of accomplishments? A profound, insatiable curiosity and an unyielding desire to learn. Franklin treated every day as an opportunity for learning, every experience as a lesson, and every individual he met as a potential teacher. His life stands as a testament to how continuous learning opens doors to extraordinary success. You too have access to this powerful habit. Each day presents new opportunities to broaden your knowledge, deepen your understanding, and refine your skills. However, this requires intention. Learning does not occur by accident. It demands effort, attention, and humility. The willingness to recognize that you do not know everything, and the courage to search for what you lack. Reading is one of the most accessible and effective means of learning. It allows you to tap into the thoughts of profound thinkers, absorb their experiences, and accelerate your personal growth. A book can serve as your silent guide, steering you through challenges and offering insights that would take a lifetime to garner alone. Whether exploring personal development, philosophy, history, or your specific area of expertise, make reading a non-negotiable aspect of your daily routine. Inquisitiveness is another vital part of the learning process. Always feel free to ask questions and challenge assumptions. Curiosity serves as the engine of wisdom. Each time you question what you see, hear, and experience, you engage your mind at deeper levels and unlock greater understanding. Every conversation, challenge, and mistake is an opportunity to learn something new, but only if you are attentive. Seek knowledge aligned with your goals. Learning for the sake of learning carries merit, but learning with a purpose is transformative. Identify the skills, perspectives, and insights that will bring you closer to your dreams, and pursue them with fervor. Enroll in courses, attend seminars, and surround yourself with individuals who possess greater knowledge than you do. Growth happens when you stretch beyond your existing limits. Knowledge alone is insufficient. Wisdom arises from applying what you learn. Implement your insights into action, test your hypotheses, and evaluate your results. Learning that catalyzes change is the most impactful form of learning. It not only augments your knowledge, but also transforms your character. In a world that is in a constant state of flux, the capacity to learn swiftly and adapt intelligently is more valuable than any singular skill. What was effective yesterday might not be tomorrow. By committing to continuous learning, you equip yourself for the future, ensuring you remain relevant, competent, and poised to seize emerging opportunities. Incorporate learning into your identity. Become known as someone who actively seeks truth, asks questions, and strives to evolve. Keep your mind receptive, your heart humble, and your spirit curious. As you do so, you will not only achieve success, but maintain it over time. Remember, life is the greatest educator, and every moment serves as a lesson. Embrace the mindset of a lifelong learner, and you will discover that wisdom, success, and fulfillment naturally follow. Finally, live with integrity and honesty. Integrity serves as the cornerstone on which lasting success is constructed. It is the invisible force that shapes your character and determines how others perceive you. While talent may unlock opportunities and hard work may yield achievements, it is integrity that sustains respect and trust throughout time. A life led with honesty earns admiration, instills confidence, and leaves a legacy that transcends temporary victories. George Washington, the first president of the United States, is a prime example of a skilled leader who exemplified unwavering character. His actions consistently mirrored his words, and this alignment between principles and behaviors earned him the trust of a nation. Even during times of immense pressure and uncertainty, Washington remained steadfast in his values, favoring honesty over convenience, duty over personal gain, and public service over self-interest. It was his integrity, more than any other quality, that earned him respect across generations. Integrity is not negotiable. It does not manifest only when it is convenient or advantageous. It must be unwavering, regardless of who is observing. The true test of integrity reveals itself in how you behave when no one is watching. Do you keep your promises? Do you concede when you are wrong? Do you stand up for what is right, even when the going gets tough? These quiet, often unnoticed moments define your character. When people trust your character, doors open that may otherwise remain closed. Opportunities often arise, not just for the most skilled or well-connected, but for those known for their dependability and ethics. In business, in friendships, and in leadership, integrity fosters lasting relationships. People desire to collaborate with, follow, and support those they can trust. Moreover, living with integrity affords unparalleled peace of mind. There is no internal conflict when your actions align with your values. You need not remember fabrications, obscure mistakes, or live in fear of being discovered. Honesty breeds clarity and freedom, allowing you to confront each day with confidence, knowing you are living truthfully and honorably. Make honesty your guiding principle. It should be the standard by which you operate, even in life's smallest dealings. Speak the truth, act fairly, and treat others with respect. These simple acts, consistently performed, can cultivate a reputation that cannot be purchased or feigned. A reputation built on integrity becomes one of your most valuable assets. Your legacy will not solely be defined by what you achieve, but also by the manner in which you achieved it. People may forget the specifics of your success, but they will remember your character. Allow your reputation to be constructed on a foundation of integrity, and you will leave behind something far more meaningful than wealth or accolades. Ultimately, integrity is not merely a moral choice, it is also a strategic one. Integrity attracts people to you, sustains your successes, and imparts a lasting sense of tranquility. Build your life upon this sturdy foundation, and everything else will find strong ground upon which to grow. Persistence is the cornerstone of mastery. It is the invisible thread that links ambition to achievement. In a society that often lauds immediate success, it is easy to overlook the quiet yet relentless power of persistence. However, those who refuse to relent in the face of repeated failures are the ones who ultimately reach greatness. Henry Ford, whose name has become synonymous with innovation and industry, experienced innumerable failures before inventing the revolutionary Model T and transforming transportation as we know it. His initial automotive ventures met with bankruptcy, investors questioned his vision, and critics mocked his ideas. Nevertheless, Mr. Ford persevered. He learned from every setback, adjusted his strategies, and continued unwaveringly down his path. His persistence ultimately birthed an industry and altered the course of history. This illustrates the power of persistence. While it does not guarantee immediate results, it assures that progress will be made. Each setback is not a conclusive failure, but rather a stepping stone. With every barrier surmounted, you acquire strength, knowledge, and character. Each attempt brings you nearer to your objective, even if the advancement isn't immediately observable. Persistence demands a mindset rooted in resilience and faith. You must believe in your vision even when the world seems unconvinced. You must continue on when motivation wanes, when results are slow, and when the path appears lonely. The route to success is seldom smooth. However, those who withstand the trials are the ones who attain their goals. Temporary defeats do not equate to permanent failures. Many dreams are forged in abandonment early because of initial setbacks, but the reality is failure is an intrinsic component of growth. It offers lessons that no success can impart. The objective is not to evade failure, but to persist through it, to rise every time you fall, and to keep pressing ahead when it might be simpler to give in. Persistence transmutes vision into reality. It converts ideas into inventions, dreams into enterprises, and ordinary individuals into legends. Every remarkable achievement in history was once deemed impossible, yet someone, somewhere, resolved never to abandon their pursuit. They faced rejection, endured criticism, and overcame self-doubt. And because they persisted, the impossible became achievable. To cultivate persistence, set clear objectives and commit to them. Break larger visions down into smaller, manageable milestones. Celebrate small achievements along the way. Surround yourself with encouraging companions who uplift your ambitions. Most importantly, commit to showing up each day, irrespective of the circumstances. There will be times when progress feels sluggish or non-existent, and moments of uncertainty will loom overhead. But keep in mind, the most significant breakthroughs often occur just after others have given up. Your capacity to persist is your most valuable asset. Ultimately, persistence encompasses more than mere endurance. It represents belief. Belief in your purpose, your journey, and your capacity to effect change. Let persistence be the engine that drives your success. Refuse to allow failure to deter you. Surge ahead with determination. For those who persist, success is not a question of if, but rather when. True success is evaluated by the positive influence you impart on others. Serving humanity enriches your own life profoundly. Mother Teresa devoted herself entirely to aiding the impoverished, transforming millions of lives through compassion. When you give selflessly, without expectation of returns, the universe responds generously. Service broadens your heart, enriches your spirit, and amplifies your success. Aim to uplift others along your journey, and you will discover true fulfillment. Now, embrace these principles wholeheartedly. Transform your mindset, refine your purpose, and allow your potential to shine. Your journey begins today. Take these principles to heart and step boldly into the extraordinary life that lies ahead of you.